Today, we're diving into a conversation that hits at the core of what it means to craft meaningful connections, building relationships that not only add depth to your life, but resonate with your values and ambitions. We've explored before how the people around us play a pivotal role in shaping our happiness, not because they're the sole architects of our fulfillment, but because strong, healthy bonds amplify the best parts of who we are. Yet, not every relationship deserves equal footing in your life. Today, we're peeling back the layers on how to seek out and nurture relationships that genuinely deserve your time and energy. It might sound a bit cold to say, not everyone is worth it, but think about it for a moment. When you're living with self-awareness, working toward goals that align with your deepest values, and striving to surround yourself with people you trust and respect, then naturally, your circle can't be a free-for-all. It's not about arrogance, but about investing your finite energy wisely. The truth is, knowing who to welcome into your inner world starts with understanding yourself. That might sound obvious, but so many people struggle here. We're often so wrapped up in external expectations, trying to impress others or chasing relationships that fit into a mold, that we lose sight of what truly matters to us. So, step 1, clarity. Spend a day, maybe 2, as free from distractions as possible, and dig deep into questions that anchor your values and intentions. What traits do you hold sacred in others? Honesty? Kindness? Ambition? And how about in yourself? What fuels your passions and makes your time feel meaningful? Jot it all down. Not just the surface-level stuff, but the kind of reflections that reveal what kind of people you want standing beside you on this journey. Think about your interests, your goals, short-term and long-term, and visualize the type of personalities that would complement and inspire those aspirations. This isn't just an exercise in dreaming. It's a foundation for action. And once you're grounded in your own values, the next step is to establish boundaries that reflect them. Here's the thing about boundaries. They're not barriers to keep people out, but guidelines that protect the space where healthy relationships thrive. Knowing where your comfort zone begins and ends means you can clearly communicate what's okay and what's not. Nobody is a mind reader, and assuming others will automatically understand your limits is a fast track to disappointment. But don't confuse boundaries with rigid walls that close you off. While it's essential to protect your energy, it's just as vital to remain open-minded. Limiting yourself to people who perfectly mirror your perspective can create an echo chamber that stifles growth. Seek diversity, not just in experiences and opinions, but in ways of thinking and living that challenge your own. Where do you find these connections? It's simpler than you might think. Start by exploring your interests. Whether it's joining a class, diving into a hobby, or getting involved in causes you're passionate about, shared interests create natural meeting points. They give you something to talk about, a common thread to build on, and the chance to observe how someone interacts in a shared space. Take it slow. The strongest relationships aren't built overnight. Pay attention as those initial conversations evolve into something deeper, something that resonates beyond a shared hobby or activity. Avoid the trap of rushing into connections out of loneliness or a need for validation. Chasing relationships to fill a void often leads to superficial ties that leave you feeling emptier than before. And here's where instincts come in. As you grow in self-awareness, your ability to sense red and green flags sharpens. Trust that inner compass. If someone's actions or energy feels off, don't rationalize it away. Ignoring red flags now only makes them harder to address later, creating patterns that can erode your confidence and well-being. On the flip side, recognize the green flags, the moments of genuine kindness, respect, and alignment that signal a connection worth nurturing. Relationships worth having are reciprocal. They're built on mutual understanding, effort, and trust. If you find yourself alone for a chapter, don't rush to fill the silence with just anyone. Use that time to deepen your understanding of yourself, to grow stronger and more self-assured. The right people will come into your life when you're clear on who you are and confident enough to step into spaces where connection is possible. Being alone isn't the enemy. Settling for the wrong company is. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and make you feel truly seen. Because when you invest in the right relationships, they don't just add value, they multiply it. And until we meet again, remember this. The connections worth keeping are the ones that make you feel alive, not just less alone.